Welcome, Arc Nation. Welcome back to another interview with the coaching staff or coaches, just so you can get to know a little bit more about the athletic department, who runs our teams, and so forth. Today, we have a special honor and privilege to be with head basketball coach of the boys, Chet Mason. He is now in his 10th season and has accomplished some amazing things. Coach, I think we all want to know, over the years, whether a player, a coach, an administrator, and now raising, your own family to be doing some great things on the Brush basketball floor. We would like to know what inspires you, or who inspires you to stay with this game for so long in different roles and have such an impact.
With a game in my life, basketball has been in my life. It's gave so much to me through the blood, sweat, and tears over the course of these years. Coming from being a player to now, from seeing it through the player eyes, now to seeing it through the coach eyes, being able to be blessed to be able to coach young people for 10 years. Um, it's just part of being a guardian of the game, to the game that I love dearly.
I like that, the phrase "guardian of the game." That's something that can then be passed on to your kids as time goes on. So we're looking a little bit at this year. We break out to a 3-0 start. We've got a team with really only one known entity. That's Damari Damons, of course, and then a lot of guys who are pretty darn good, but they haven't gotten their feet real wet yet. So we go out to 3-0, big win against Benedictine. And then we run into a buzzsaw in St. Edward this week. And of course, you are great friends with Coach Flannery of St. Ed's. They taught us a little bit of a lesson that night. So I guess I'm wondering that when you break out to a 3-0 start and then have a rough night like that, how do you keep the kids focused? How do you build up their confidence again after something like that? What do you tell them in the locker room?
Well, this year we have a unique group. We have a one guy that actually played varsity basketball. The rest of the guys they didn't have any varsity experience. So you kind of ease them through. And like I tell everybody, there's no better coach in the world than experience. You have the experience to learn from it. Like coaches can tell you and that we can talk to you till your ears turn green. But until you go through it, then you will know how to actually go through it again. And so experience is the best teacher. And that's what our guys, we just lack the experience. And so starting off, they were able to play some teams and, do some good stuff and actually get some wins. And right now with this group, we don't per se say win the game, win the game. Our preachers win the day. If you win the day, then possibly you can win the game. But our goal is to always win the day. Let that be practice. Let that be in the classroom. Let that be in the hallway, being a leader. Let that be in the community, being a leader. You just have to win the day. And then you win the day, then ultimately everything else falls together for you if it's a game day. And you guys.
And then if you win enough days, at next thing you know, it's 3 months have passed,
Right.
and you're doing some really great things both on and off the floor.
Right.
Okay. So tell us a little bit, because the gist of this was also to give the South Yucca Lyndhurst community sort of a perspective or an idea of what you're thinking. We're just a few games in. I think we're 3-1 now, right? So we got a whole lot of games left at this point. How do you see things unfolding for this team for 24-25?
Shoot, day by day, brick by brick. I don't know what tomorrow gonna bring with this unit, but as long as we win the day, then we stack our days and we able to stack our bricks, and this unit can do something special towards the end. I don't know what that's gonna look like when it comes towards a record, but I know if we continue to do everything, try to do everything right, and nobody's perfect and they won't be perfect and coaches won't be perfect, but if we try to perfect some things, I know at the end of the tunnel it'll be some good things waiting for 'em.
Okay. This is probably more my question, but what is it like to walk the sidelines of the Brush boys basketball team and then have to sit in the stands as you watch two of your daughters play for the Brush ladies team? Different mindset as you attack that, or?
Yeah, I mean, it's their first game when they was on the floor together, it was a surreal moment for me, because I know how bad they want to be good and how hard they work, and so me being able to sit and witness that, it was truly amazing. But I mean, as a father, as a coach, And as a father, you gotta know how to play both sides of it, you know? So it's just certain things that I do. I don't try to coach them from the sidelines when I'm watching. They get most of their talking and coaching from me is when we're working out, when it's just us in the gym, or when I'm watching film with them, my daughters. And so I kind of witnessing some coaches that been through that process with their kids being athletes. I kind of took some things from here and there from them, and I just apply that to what I got going on now with me and my daughters.
Okay.
Yep.
Also something that I'd love to know, many, many years you've spent in this game. You've met tons of coaches, tons of players. You've rubbed elbows with the best at every level.
Right.
Who were some of your inspirations growing up in the game? Who maybe that you didn't pattern your game after,
Right.
that you enjoyed watching at the NBA or high collegiate level?
My favorite player of all time is Magic Johnson. Like I always wanted to be a big guard, point guard that got a lot of assists and rebound and just I mean, and I know he's a little bit older than my time, but growing up, he still was around and I was able to see that. And so I just try to pattern everything, my game after him growing up, in my community outside at the park, I wanted to be Magic. Everything was Magic. When I pass it, no look Magic, or make that layup and do a nice layup or something, Magic Johnson. So that's what I pattern. Yeah, I try to pattern everything after like that was, and still is my favorite player of all time.
Okay. Last question, kind of a quickie here. Put you on the spot.
Okay.
If there are three things you look for in a player at
Mhm.
the high school level, or it could be in college too,
Mhm.
what are the three most important things a basketball player needs to have?
Um, they so that's a good one. The most important things a basketball player needs to have. I mean, you gotta have some type of skill. You gotta have you gotta have toughness, in my opinion. And you gotta you gotta work. You gotta work hard. Cause how hard work beats everything. So I would say toughness, hard work, and skill. So my three things. Yeah. My three things.
Okay. And being around you for as long as I have, no one works harder at the game. Sometimes the results are not always there, but you guys always work hard. I look down on practices. So
Yeah.
you definitely accomplished that. But hey, I just want to thank you for coming by today, giving South Yucca Lyndhurst and Arc Nation a little preview as to what's coming up.
Yep.
We'd love to see you out here at Welser Gym. We've got a lot of games left. So please come on out. And Coach Mason, thank you so much for coming on by today.
All right. Go Arcs.
All right.